Well, I think you said it was nearly 84 degrees outside. It's what, 11 o'clock at night?
Yeah, and it feels like probably about 95 degrees. You factor in the humidity. By the way, thanks for filling in.
Yeah,
Ted, good seeing you at this hour. I was going to welcome to the dark side, but you work in the morning too when it's the sun's not shining.
It's all dark.
Good morning, Suncoast, but
Yeah.
pleasure to see you here tonight. We are looking at some warm temperatures, obviously, but a nice sunset nonetheless. Get a look at this. Venice, John Duncan sending this photo in, and from Venice Beach, some cumulus clouds, little altocumulus clouds kind of streaming overhead. Not bad there. Van Wezel webcam also showing a fairly decent sunset. I always like the clouds around, some storms to really create the different colors that occur as a result of the different heights and different locations where those clouds are. But not the most impressive sunset, but nonetheless, it was a pretty nice day today. A lot of clouds and showers to the north now associated with that trough of low pressure. It's been hanging around. It's the same trough, or front, if you will, that kind of spawned and developed Emily earlier this week. And typically when fronts come down in the Gulf of Mexico, especially cold fronts, there's that outside chance that you may see something spin up. And typically fronts don't come down in August. July or August, and for that matter, we're not looking at much going on here. Most of the showers are well inland, pushing to the east now, and will eventually dissipate. Nothing going on near the coast. We could use a little bit of rain to cool things down, but that is not the case right now. 84 degrees, the temperature, dew point temperature at 74, winds are out of the west-northwest at 3, so very light out there. The pressure continues to rise, 30-13. The high today was 1 degree above the average, and the low this morning was right at it at 75. 97, the record set in 1989. No rainfall to report. Still doing pretty good, though, for the month and the year, just over an inch and a half below average. Temperatures around the state, well, it did rain in Tallahassee. That's where we normally are at right now, 74 degrees, but it's 84 here. 87 in Miami, and in the Keys, it's 87 degrees. Look at the forecast tomorrow, and no real mention of any shower or thunderstorm activity. However, I believe, this is a computer-generated graphic that you see right here, I believe we may see a few showers in the morning. They'll be scattered about along the coastline, but there'll be only a few. Most areas will stay dry. And then if we see any storms develop in the inland areas, they will push off toward the east because of a southwesterly wind component. Well, 'tis the season for hurricanes. After August 1st, we get about 90% of our hurricane development for the season. And we're watching 2 of them right now. One in particular is one of interest. This one right here, there's no real circulation at this point. It's really a strong tropical wave, but computer forecast models are suggesting that it will develop into a tropical depression, probably not over the weekend, but maybe Monday or Tuesday. We'll see. It could be a little earlier. 80% chance developing in the next 5 days. That's really quite high. And this one is starting to bump up too. Although there's nothing there, computer forecast models are suggesting something will develop right here in about 2 to 3 days from now as it moves off to the west. But not to worry, it looks like this one's going to head off toward the west-northwest as high pressure will dominate the weather right over Florida, and that kind of works its way around that high as opposed to going into it. But this one remains to be seen as to where it's going to go, but we have a long way to watch it. As far as the forecast goes for us, as I mentioned, a few morning showers are possible, but not much, and then that should kind of dissipate as it makes its way to the east, and there's a chance for a few inland storms late in the day. Sunday, pretty much the same story. Only a 30% chance for a few scattered thunderstorms on Sunday. A pretty good weekend, albeit warm. You want to make sure you drink plenty of water if you're going to be heading outdoors, especially on and through the afternoon and evening. Now, winds out of the southeast to south at 10 knots. We'll have seas running 2 feet or less. Water temperature, steamy, 89 degrees. Tides upcoming, 126. That's your high tide. Low tide will be at 529. The forecast tonight, mostly fair, warm, and muggy. 78 for a low. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, a 30% chance for a few scattered showers. 92 the high. The extended forecast calling for temperatures to stay hot. Now, that 90-degree reading will be on the beach as 92 inland. Heat index up to 100 and 105 both on Saturday and Sunday.